them are more than pals.
Our show can be a little gay,
But if you're not,
that's okay.
you can listen and have fun either way. Xena, Star Wars, Doctor Who, guests and music and reviews. Game of Thrones, Winona too. We promise there's something for you. She nerds out. We're girls that like dirty things. Dirty things.
Hello and welcome to the She Nerds Out podcast. I'm Kat.
I'm Wendy.
This is Tara.
On today's episode, we got some nerd news. We're talking some San Diego Comic-Con. Some other stuff too we might touch on. And also we have a mail sack. But first, hey Wendy.
Yes.
What day is it?
What day is it? Here's the thing. This is a day for a thing that I think it's a very relaxing activity, no matter your age. It's National Coloring Book Day.
Oh,
Is there anything more
nice.
relaxing? Just coloring, just crayons. They have adult coloring books. Not
They
that
do.
and it's not like pictures of porn.
It's mine
like
are
fancy.
like porn scenes.
Huh.
Yeah, but I had to special order that one. So
I bet. I wonder
Can
if
you
they really make those.
Can you show us?
probably
not. But go color, go relax, go color. August 3rd, National Watermelon Day.
Oh.
Ew.
You know why I like watermelon?
Really? You don't
Yep,
like watermelon?
really, I hate watermelon.
Of course
I
you
will
don't.
not. I won't eat
Of
it.
course, you're weird.
my
It's
God.
just water trash.
I
Water
didn't.
trash.
I didn't till I saw someone had a crush on eating watermelon, so I decided I should try it and eat it. And then I like it. It's one of the few kind of healthy-ish,
Mm-mm.
things
Just give
like
me
that
a
I like.
cranberry lime seltzer water.
My
That-
God.
You know, that's
Same
better
thing?
for me. Mm-mm.
Maybe you'll like the next day better, Tara, because on August 4th, it's National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day.
Oh, okay.
Not gonna
I
lie,
can get on board with
I
that
like
one.
that better.
I'll, raise the flag for that one.
Which
Wave
flag,
it
by the
proudly.
way?
One with a big cookie on it.
Right on.
Now the 5th, this is interesting. There's 2 days that I feel like oddly kind of go together. It's National Underwear Day. Because then I picture like you're sitting around your underwear and you should have a beer because it's also International Beer Day.
Oh.
So
Okay.
like just sitting around your underwear, having a beer to celebrate Underwear Day and Beer Day.
Okay. I do
I
that
like
every
that.
day.
I was going to say.
While I draw
do we
my
need a day
adult
for that?
You're doing it right now.
pictures. Yeah.
The 6th is National Wiggle Your Toes Day. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Mm.
Oh, doing it right now.
Toes are weird. I don't like toes.
You don't like
Exciting
toes.
week.
Toes and feet. But, wiggle them if you got them.
Am I right? Toes, feet. Am I
The
right?
worst.
They're the worst.
The worst.
Oh.
Wow.
days
See,
to
you know what I
celebrate.
love about this podcast is that we're constantly learning about each other.
Mhm.
It's true.
Really is learning, stimulating the brain constantly.
Absolutely. Speaking of stimulating the brain, we have a mail sack. Shall we jump into it?
Yeah.
Shall we start with Beck?
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Hey, Beck. Hey. All right.
Hey, Beck. Hey.
Beck says, hey, nerds.
Hey,
Hey,
Beck.
Beck.
Good enough. Sorry, not sorry for the double email, but it's your own fault by messing with the schedule. First off, Tara, are you okay after your Obi-Wan rant? You were very passionate about that. I got to say, though, you were very, very wrong about something. If you think keeping a child near you at all times is as easy as holding their hand and telling them not to run away, then you are sorely mistaken. Kids are sneaky bastards, and they are so fast. Unless you have a backpack leash, then you have no control,
Well, then Obi-Wan should have gotten a backpack leash
apparently.
100%.
or some handcuffs. Come on.
Or the Force, just like...
Right. He
Go
has
back.
thank you. He has the freaking force. Come on.
Now, tattoo time. I bet none of you can guess what my big tattoo is of.
Mm.
Do you want to take a guess? Oh, you can probably read it. Never mind.
Yeah.
It's a dinosaur. I have a T-Rex
Ooh.
skeleton on my forearm with like watercolor splashed around it. It's
Mm.
awesome. No picture back.
Yeah, come on.
My plan is to turn it into a sleeve, but unfortunately that costs money. I have a few others all around my body too. I have some music notes behind my ear And when I first started my job 16 years ago, tattoos had to be covered, like at the hospital. So instead of having a nice looking tattoo visible behind my ear, I had a giant bright blue flood safety grade band-aid stuck there.
Food safety
grade. How does that look any better? I had to wear that thing for years. Now it's a different story. A girl I work with has a topless woman on her forearm and no one bats an eyelash. The kids and I went to see Disney on Ice yesterday. It was so awesome. Waverly was so concerned when Anna got hit by ice magic and fell to the floor, almost like she hasn't watched Frozen 4,000 times and knows exactly what's going to happen. She's been singing Let It Go since then, but only really knows the words Let It Go, so that's fun. And Oscar lost his shit when Moana came out. I had no idea he was such a fanboy. It was so cute. They had the best time. I took them to this amazing show the very day after Oscar told me he hated me and I was the worst mom ever. Kids suck. Love you guys. Back.
Wow.
Yeah. There's a lot of information in there.
Yeah. First of all, I love T-Rexes. And I saw a great car, just a random sticker on the back of the car of a T-Rex that he was face down. He had his little arms. So it was like nose was on the ground. He had his little arms and it said T-Rex push-ups. And his arms were just dangling there.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see this tattoo back. How could you not include a photo of it?
Also, with the tattoos, if you can save a lot of money on a lot of projects when you do it yourself. So,
oh boy,
give that a try. Or if you have any friends, willing to give it a try.
Yeah, maybe your kids.
Yeah. Don't let the money be an issue.
Yeah.
I do a lot of things around the house myself.
Get creative like Tara.
Mm-hmm. Half of them are half finished and falling off. But. All right. Disney on Ice. That sounds awesome. I'm jealous.
Sure.
I would love to see that. And kids are bastards.
We agree.
Little assholes.
The worst. Almost as bad as feet.
Oh, yeah. All right. I got one from, you'll never guess it, AK.
Yes.
All right. AK says, wow, that's definitely one of the top 5 rantiest, with a TM trademark in there, episodes in the Snob canon. By the way, the subject of this email is rantastic. I mean, come on. Well, why don't you tell us how you really feel? I thought that candy corn was divisive. Who knew that York's humble Kit Kat could cause such ructions? Don't misunderstand me. The Twix is infinitely superior. Easily one of the best things to ever come out of Slow? What is?
I don't know.
I don't know
there. I don't know.
Not sure that's saying a terribly great deal. Though I think my heart would be more broken if Maltesers were to be discontinued. Never try those. Never try those either. Tara saying she would refuse dessert has broken my brain a wee bit. Not sure what to make of that.
Agreed.
It's true. That thing that intrigued me the most about the revelations in the question last week was when many asked for your top 5 TV shows. Not a man jack amongst you chose Winona. I mean, I'm not saying they might have lost some listeners at your mutual failure to put Winona anywhere in your top 3. But how much hate mail did you get this week? Lucky, it's such a kind and forgiving fandom. Mm-hmm. Also, I feel like I might be hallucinating here, but it sounded as though Tara didn't mention Grey's Anatomy. Head tilt to Sandy, A Fight for Winona, and the others. Top-notch questions there. I have a question. What's each of your best item of nerdy memorabilia and why? And is it what you'd rescue if the place was on fire and all the critters were safe? Obviously. Obi-Wan ranting. Fabulous. Critical, but not unfairly harsh. Bravo. Have some lemon jello with a Kit Kat and candy corn on top. Oh, I seem to remember there's a Twix in my fridge. This is in no way any kind of euphemism. I'm going to go investigate it. Later, dudes. AK. Well, I'm jealous of the Twix in your fridge.
Yes.
Know what I mean?
I mean, they bring up a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, we're all Earpers.
Mm-hmm.
And we did not put Winona Earp in any of our top 3s. Listen, it's complicated.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did also get more crap for not including Grey's Anatomy as well.
Yeah.
it's hard, and we're on the spot. Sometimes it's hard to think things through, and we're having to survive on these shows and for the rest of our lives, and you get you anxious, and you're like, Parks and Rec, I don't know.
I mean, I did put Winona in. I think I voted that I would watch Winona if I could only watch one show for the rest of my life, not on an island, but just to watch. I think I did say Winona.
I think
but
so.
It's hard to, the top 3 I've been fans of those shows since the 90s. Like, it's really hard. Dare I say, there's some longevity involved here.
Yeah.
So, but it's definitely in the top 5, and we'll get into our top 5s soon, but it's in there. It's just not quite the top 3 yet. Maybe I'll change my mind.
Well, I really like Winona Earp, but I would never diminish the passion of Earpers by saying I'm that level of, Earp. I mean, I really like it and I enjoy it and I love going to Earp cons, but for me, it doesn't have, so, it's not one of my top shows, but not to say I don't love it, but it's the shows that are in my top 3 have worked their way into my life for very special and personal and beloved reasons. So
our choices don't mean that we don't love the show.
That sounded sarcastically condescending, but we do love the show. Talk about it a lot. We love the show.
Just because mommy and mommy fight doesn't mean we don't love you.
That's right. We do. So what would y'all grab? What nerdy memorabilia?
That's a great question.
I'm going to go with my most expensive piece of nerdy memorabilia I think I have here, and that is the Xena sword.
Nice.
Got at the auction at the last Z-Night retreat. But the collection of nerdy stuff I have moved the most and then have to reorganize it is all my Harry Potter stuff. Kind of then I put in these like wood crates on display, and having to figure out where everything's going to be displayed every time I move is always a hassle. But that Harry Potter stuff been there. Keeps going strong. How about you?
Oh, this is very difficult. I have a prop from Xena. I have it's like a foam stunt weapon from that Horde episode. So it's like a jawbone with like teeth and stuff in it. That's pretty cool. An original prop like that. Oh my gosh, what else? I got a ton of Funko Pops behind me. Some older
cool helmet.
Got the helmet. Some cool, like older Princess Leia action figures. But there's nothing that's like, crazy. You gotta have it. So I can't. I'm sure I have something. I'm just not thinking of it.
Yeah.
Wendy, what about you?
Of any sort of non-digital kind of things that are, that are already like in the digital world that I wouldn't have to worry about saving. Physical things. My goodness. I feel like it'd have to be something that has some sort of personal meaning, connection, kind of. Like I think about my little scrapbook of Star Wars newspaper articles that I made when I was little. And that they actually, when one of our anchors back at Fox interviewed Harrison Ford, he came to our studio. Why? I don't know. He could have done a visual, satellite feed interview, but he was going around and doing interviews, and she had the book with her, like on the desk of things and I think she had like a Han Solo face mug. I'm sure he loved it, sarcastically. But I was like, that's something like I couldn't replace that. And that was my little scrapbook I made when I was little, and of all the newspaper clippings, because I feel like the rest of this stuff, it could probably, like, I could rebuy it if there was something specific that I could rebuy
totally
expensively, probably online later, but just personal, or like any sort of autograph or picture that was like of that moment of meeting them, or when you have too much crap like I do, it's hard to narrow it down to like the favorite kind of the one collectible I would save. And it might be the scrapbook, but it's in Texas, not here, so I wouldn't have to worry about it.
It's safe.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good hard question that I feel like I'll think of it.
I do love my signed Serenity poster signed by almost all of the cast, but I do love that thing. And Nathan Fillion, because it's also a collection of, in the poster. If they didn't sign the poster itself, I like Nathan signed the Firefly comic, so I slid that in there.
Oh, that's cool.
That's a cool, that's
you
a
know,
cool
Summer
thing to say.
Glau signed something else, and that's kind of stuck in there too.
Nice.
So, yeah. Like,
Yeah. Like I was thinking of photo ops, but I have those online. Like those are the things online. Like, okay, I don't need to grab that because I got it on the computer.
Exactly. They're safe.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's thanks for the brain puzzler, AK.
If I try to go back for all my memorabilia, especially now that I've gotten a bunch more stuff in the Nerd Pub, I would just succumb to the smoke.
Right.
And then I wouldn't make it. You know, and if I really
she died saving her nerd
high
collection.
ticket items, I'd have to try to drag that foosball table out front door.
Rebuy it.
Like $500. Yeah, that was.
Oh no.
Things.
This worries me, Tara.
Yeah,
I'm concerned.
Right now, having just moved and looking around, I'm like, let it all burn. I don't care. I would just leave. Just let me start over. I'm so overwhelmed with things around the house. Like, just let it all go.
Mm-hmm.
Save the cats. Get out. Goodbye. Everything else. So.
A million years ago, Mary D had a big auction. She has auctions every year, but for some reason, this was like particularly epic. And I don't remember what it was, but it was just like, God help us, 15 years ago. And I donated a poster. It's sort of like that cool, like almost metal chromo kind of fun looking with Xena and Gabrielle. I donated that to get signed and then auctioned off. So it was signed by Lucy and Renee. Mary put it for auction. And then I bid on it because I wanted it. So I got it back.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I would do that.
That's framed. It's not up yet. My wall is bare behind me, but that's up. In my old house, that was up. So yeah, it's probably my coolest like autographed thing.
If you gave it up and then bought it back, you should save that.
Yeah. My coolest, I think I got another one. You reminded me is a flag, my Texas flag that I had.
Yes, save that.
A lot of the Xena people, including Renee O'Connor, signed in the star, and I still got to get Lucy on there someday.
That's all we're missing, right?
Yeah,
pretty much. I mean, it literally has everybody on that flag. That is an amazing flag. That needs to have
a wood. It's like a wood flag. It's like a little,
cool.
You know,
it is sweet. And I think Renee, she's on the star, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Kat.
Yes.
I would now like to read Beck's second email that I didn't have in my inbox when I read the first one.
Yeah, magically arrived.
It magically arrived. Sorry, Beck. When I read about a second email, I'm like, what was the first one? Anyway, here's the first one. Hey, nerds.
Hey, Beck.
Hey, Beck. Fuck.
You okay?
Sorry.
It's all
Just
right.
once I'd like to get it right.
All right, let's try it. Here we go.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Hey, nerds.
Hey, Beck.
Hey,
Oh,
Beck.
no.
Oh, my God.
Tara.
We're just doing the hey, Beck part together.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Third try.
We're going to nail it.
3. Look, I count backwards for a living. Here we go. Don't let me down. 3, 2. I'm counting to myself, though. 3, 2, 1. Hey, nerds.
Hey, Beck.
Oh, my
No.
gosh. Okay.
You screwed that up
I'm
on
moving
purpose.
You did me dirty by uprooting the schedule, not once, but twice. Now I've half apologized in my previous email when I didn't even need to. I should be half apologizing in this email. What is happening? I'll be quick, I promise. The She Nerds Inn is a fucking brilliant name. The gasp that left me when I heard it was so big. Genius. Tara, are you trying to kill me? A cop? Seriously? Hashtag gay for Tara has just gone to the next level. Wendy, I think you're being set up with reading my emails. First, you had to read the one where I questioned your pooping habits, and now you've had to read about my vagina perfume. Coincidence? I think not. Love you guys. Back. Maybe it's not a coincidence.
Then Kat tries to sabotage you by sending the emails out of order.
I think they ended up being in order. Anyway,
we
got lucky. Coincidence. Yeah, it worked out. Everything worked out.
Even a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
Yeah.
As they used to say. Somewhere, someday. Anyway.
I'm going to start saying that.
Yeah.
Whale. It's funny. We usually have more email. I'm wondering it's because of the whole Winona thing. Maybe AK's right. Maybe people are pissed. Maybe they've given up on us.
We've wronged people. I've also been really horrible at texting people back. I apologize.
Who?
Not me.
AK and Suze.
Oh, come on.
Okay, well. you consider this a text.
I get so
to them.
overwhelmed. I'm terrible at texting.
I
don't-
do, actually.
Me too.
Sometimes I'm like, oh, I'll do it later. Oh, God, right. And I want to write back, like if only there was a way I could just talk out loud and then like it would write my words down
You
for me.
can use. I
There's
did it with my earbuds.
literally a way to
No.
do that.
No.
Yes, there is.
You
really.
There's no way to do the punctuation.
Oh, who cares? It's
No,
not
there is.
interesting.
It's gonna
Half
be
the people
one-
don't even
No,
spell
there's
out
not.
words.
You
Look,
can
I've
say
tried
comma.
doing that. Hello, period. And then it spells
You
out
can do
period like
that.
I'm talking about my period all the time or something.
Hello, period. Welcome
Hello,
back.
period.
Well, that's your phone.
Nice to see
Hello,
you. Period.
Your
I'm telling
phone is
you,
sabotaging
doesn't
you.
I've tried it and it doesn't.
I
And
remember
then
the
I
day
just look like I don't know grammar,
Well, most people texting it looks like they don't. I remember when I discovered my earpods. Because I had them on and someone texted me. They're like, "Would you like to reply?" And I'm like, "Yes." So the rest of the day, I kept saying, "Tara, my earbuds would like to tell you." Blah blah blah. And I just had so much fun telling my texts to the earbuds, and then they sent it to Tara. It was fun.
Mhm.
It is handy. You know, you
Yeah.
can also record your voice, record
Yeah.
a voice text.
I've done that accidentally a couple times.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
be
going to do
careful.
that. I think I can do that. And it's on the thing is also with them, it's on WhatsApp since it's international.
Okay.
And so I don't have it hasn't been notifying me
Oh,
really like it does, and then I have to
got it.
go especially look, but I'm going to see. I think I can do that. I can do that.
You're gonna figure it out. It's gonna be
I'm
great.
going to do that. Going to be better.
Be better.
You
Tara.
heard it here first.
Guys, we have some snail mail.
What?
Some packages have arrived in the old PO box.
Packages?
There's two.
What?
The first is a card.
Mm.
It says,
Did you open it? Oh,
I
you
did.
did.
Hello.
How
Hey,
come
hello.
how come I had to wait to open Susan's and you just open shit? I had Susan's
I
big
just
ass
took it out of the
beautiful
fucking
box
envelope.
here. Beautiful box for like a whole weekend and a half. For like a long, actually like a week. You couldn't open it. Yeah,
Yeah,
go
what does
on.
the card say?
Was it that hard?
Go on.
though?
It's
Was it
not
that bad?
bitter.
Clearly. Snop Queens. Your reading of my card and the ensuing Minneapolis mystery was such a hoot. Remember this? We got this mystery card.
Ah, yes.
I smiled for the rest of the day. I cannot possibly live up to the hype. I have no adorable dogs to share, no entertaining sheep stories, am not a beer expert, just a devoted Zenite since day one who is anxiously awaiting Melissa Good's next novel. Thanks for devoting so much time and energy to the podcast that has made you no money, but has made such a cool community. Battle on, the one reluctantly living in a cold state, and it is still unsigned.
Oh, the mystery continues.
But thank you, mysterious person in Minneapolis.
Mysterious Minneapolis.
I love that.
We'll call them.
I love that so much.
Mysterious in Minneapolis.
So thank you for that. And guess what, guys? You're going to be so excited. Guess who we have mail from?
Who?
Lucy Lawless.
No.
Oh.
I'm not going to make you guess anymore because you're just going to be really, really off. It's Martina.
What?
Uh-oh.
What?
Is this going to be art? Oh.
Now, I
boy.
haven't opened this. I just took it. I took
Oh
it
my
out of the
God.
Are
fucking
you sure about
envelope.
that?
Can't wait.
Mhm.
Can't
So
wait.
here we
Can't
go.
wait.
I'm
Oh
opening
my
it.
God.
Okay. She Nerds Camp Out.
Oh. Mhm.
From the retreat, I think. There's a lot going on. It's a comic.
What?
Oh my
It looks like a
God.
Hold on. I got to make you bigger, cat.
All right, so what I'm going to do is... Oh, no. Careful. Careful. Easy does it, Crimmins. There we go. All right, so what I'm going to do is send you guys... I'm going to take a picture and send it to you. This looks amazing. Penny's in a lot of these, and she just looks mad.
She's stressed because of all the work she's having to do.
What it is.
Can't wait to do some extreme zooming.
So, as I say, She Nerds Camp Out. It's the okay. So there's several moments being immortalized here. One of them is Tara going for the auction of the Xena sword.
Oh my goodness.
That was a stressful time.
It was.
I haven't
There's
got them yet. I haven't got
some
pictures.
snop tarts.
Was that me with the
Hold on. I haven't gotten pictures yet.
Okay.
Sorry.
Stop, Wendy. I can see you looking at it. Stop it. Okay. What?
I can look.
It's a freaking comic, you guys.
I know.
Look at
Wow.
this.
I love Wendy's
amazing fucking panels. Look at those ones in the
So
middle.
hold on. Wendy is wearing a
my God.
fandom legend shirt, which is amazing, and she's
Did you
holding.
send two? Did you send 2 pictures or 4?
There should be
Lot.
4.
Oh, there's 2 more downloading. Okay.
And Wendy is
Oh
drinking
my
some
gosh.
Jello soda.
Wait, which one are you
Spiked,
looking
probably.
at? 2 of them haven't downloaded yet.
Um,
Oh my God. Okay, here we go. I see the She Nerds camp out. Oh my God.
perfect.
Is this
There is
Martina being
so-
dragged to meet us?
Many things.
There's
So much happening.
Penny looks pissed because you and Penny went head to head on that sword.
Oh my God, that's Wendy Woody. Did you see that?
Yeah, in the back. Oh my god.
Where?
that's-
Black Wolf Market. Oh, instant friendship liquor. Oh my God.
I'm going to have to send these to myself so I can blow them up bigger.
This is
What is happening in that
amazing.
one?
Archery hit the peanut.
Tara's secret.
Oh, this is all about the sword.
It's like a story of the sword bidding.
Yeah. How dare
Oh.
you? Penny says, "What you gonna
Oh
do?"
my gosh.
Wait. Wow, look at that.
Penny
It's like a
does
whole
look mad at
story.
me.
Wow, look at that cool stuff. I know. Where
And there's so much
Tara
detail
go?
in the background that doesn't even have anything to do with our story. There's just
Yeah.
random people. Is that Martina that hides behind the tree?
I think it
there's
is.
the people
Is that
fighting.
who's in the bikini? No, that's not me. No.
Well, there was that. Oh yeah,
It's like me and Penny in a
cosplayer.
feud over the sword.
It's the cosplayer in the
That's
bikini.
hilarious.
Oh
Look
my
at Penny's. Look at her
gosh.
face.
Archery hit the peanut.
Ha!
I like
And
the
that's-
phallic staff chakram image on my shirt.
Oh my God.
Now the squirrel.
What?
This is insane. What you gonna do? Look at your little. I like your little plaid shirt. That I guess as you become more frazzled, maybe it comes
Chakram
undone
floss.
and your shirt shows up. And
I threw chakram floss.
It's amazing.
That's amazing. Oh my God. I like tied up Penny with the floss.
You did. And so Team Awesome, it's someone who's found Penny, and they're saying, "Team Awesome, yeah, we have a situation." And over the radio, they respond,
Penny, I'm
"Is
so
is this
sorry.
about the poop knife again?" Wow, Martina.
Resident retreat dog. Yurt village.
this is fantastic.
How cool.
this is
Look at the
just-
yurts. The yurts have like the
Where's
the
flag
yurt?
flags on them.
Where are the yurts?
The one where I'm holding up the sword triumphantly.
You're petting the dog.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Oh, I'm petting a dog.
And your
Oh,
shirt
yay.
says fandom legend. Oh my God.
Yeah, and I'm like, how'd the auction go? Because I ran away. Because I
Oh, right.
Couldn't take the pressure.
And I was like,
I
I'm
don't
like,
like
yeah,
auctions.
super easy. Oh my God.
gosh.
Do you go? Somebody say, did you see T2 dragging Martina
Yes.
in the
Yes.
back?
And
Don't
on one
say
of them,
hi.
Martina's hiding behind a tree.
Oh, that's so
my
cute.
God.
Oh yeah, she's in the background.
She's like, and T2's like, come say hi. Dragging her out. That's amazing.
Chakram flowers. There's a little squirrel
Oh,
in
my.
every panel.
What? This?
This is
And,
great.
like the close-ups. Oh my God. This is you've done it again, Martina. What?
So cute.
It's like a big, is that like an 11 by 17 type of panel? Yeah. Is it 8 by 11?
It's 8 by 11, yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah,
it's so detailed.
I know. She was able to get so much detail in with just one sheet of paper. Amazing.
That's one sheet of paper.
Mm.
Oh, Martina.
Wait, hold it up. Hold it up just how it is. Freaking amazing. What?
Martina, what are we going to do with you?
What?
So good.
I wonder
Oh
how
my
much time.
God.
How much time did that take? That's what I want to know. That I mean, is this something that's just easier, like drawing all these things, or does it take a? I mean, it looks just. I mean, even if you did it quickly, it would take a lot of time.
It does look like a lot of
yeah.
time.
Wow, just the coloring. I love it.
I know. It's so good.
Oh, man.
Penny. Poor Penny.
Penny.
Yeah.
Damn. Sorry,
Penny's
Penny.
not happy with you.
Jeez, Tara.
I'm pretty sure Penny could kick my ass. On that one.
Oh, without question.
Kick all of our
Mhm.
asses at the same time.
Without question.
Wow.
I love it. Thank you, Martina.
Awesome.
You're the
Thanks.
best.
Ugh. We're gonna have to have a whole section in the pod pub.
I know, like a whole
Art.
gallery.
Yeah. Oh my God. We need to just like high quality scan that into. I mean, I know pictures are, now kind of that, but
For sure, we can scan that shit.
preserve it.
Thank you, Martina. If you want to send something to the Snop P.O. Box, that's Snop, S-N-O-P, P.O. Box 6732, Burbank, California, 91510.
We still need to do. Oh, sorry.
No. Why Not is constantly bitching about us stealing their mail, and they, in fact, got some mail last week, and I drove it out to Thousand Oaks.
Wow.
An hour round trip all the way around. So, they talked about it on Why Not last week, and there was no apology. No, hey, sorry that we were accusing you of stealing our mail. It was like,
was there even a thank you for driving that piece of mail out?
It was like barely a thank you. It was like, oh, that's nice. And then Casey said, oh, that's very sweet of her. And Anne says, well, there was no traffic, so it wasn't really that big of a deal.
I was going to say an hour round trip to Thousand Oaks is impressive.
So I guess that's a thank you. I don't know. Could have been more emphatic.
Sounded
but
like Casey was thanking us. Anne's kind of trying to take it away.
Exactly. So that's kind of messed up. And I think they need to apologize to us for accusing us of stealing their mail. That's a federal offense, by the way.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Federal, yeah.
So anyway.
Let's call the feds.
I think we should call the feds in on this.
Yeah. We still need to do our taste testing of all the stuff Sue sent us too.
I know. And of Ked sent us those licorice. We got to make that Dolly Parton
A lot
cake.
of snacks.
I know.
We should just have a full snack episode.
Agreed. We should do that soon.
Mm-hmm.
Well, listen, we got some nerd news.
Nerd news, nerd news. I repeat, we have breaking nerd news.
Do we? What?
Well, breaking news, guys. Speaking of all the Xena, Lucy Lawless is going to be appearing on Drag Race.
Yeah.
It's the Down Under version of the show.
Okay. I was wondering because I looked down and it says it's going to be on Wow Presents Plus. I'm like, what is that? I've never heard of that.
Same reaction.
Okay. The Down Under version.
Yeah.
It's RuPaul's
Also,
Drag Race Down Under.
This link was sent by Cynthia. This news provided by
Yes, thank you,
Snop and
Cynthia.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Xena star Lucy Lawless will be a guest judge on the panel. Apparently, it's episode 2 that Lucy appears. And she had a quote. She said, I absolutely loved being part of the new season of RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under and can't believe I got to sit beside RuPaul, Michelle, and Reese. Of course, I know a thing or two about being a warrior princess, but these new queens are absolutely next level, so fierce and so fabulous. I was in complete awe and am really looking forward to seeing how they all go. I'm sure that's just going to be so much fun.
Yeah. Very cool.
I would love to see Lucy judging just her comments, her reaction.
Yeah.
I would just,
It'd be so much fun.
Yeah, very supportive, I'm guessing.
I'm looking at the trailer. It didn't really have a shot of her. I don't know if they used clips from the upcoming season, but they didn't show in the trailer. I'll say that for it, but I was hoping to catch a glimpse. But yeah, if there's a way to see that, I'd love to see Lucy.
Same. We'll see. Yeah, that WoW thing. No, Tara, you said WoW has a app?
Yeah, they have like a channel, like Roku channel, and I think you can subscribe or do something, I don't know how much it is, but
All right.
Okay.
yeah. Well, y'all did something really fun last week.
We did.
Didn't we?
Yeah.
We saw a special preview at Outfest of the new League of Their Own TV show. That's going to t-shirt. League of Their Own TV show that's going to be on Amazon Prime, right?
Yeah.
Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a, the cast was there and they were specifically saying, this isn't a reboot. It's like they love the movie. The movie, the original film's like a touchstone. So this is sort of like a just reimagining, so to speak, and I didn't realize that at the time, Abby Jacobson plays the lead baseball player from Broad City and other things. And she was saying she wanted to make the gay league of their own, which I did not realize that was part of the angle of the show till I saw the show. I'm like, yeah, they've made the gay league of their own.
That's what this is.
It looks like not only, and they also have more of a storyline of like women of color back in the day and not getting to even try out for the team. So there's like a main lead who is a woman of color who is probably the best player on the team, but she can't even try out. And then let's just say she looks like she likes some ladies, but also Abby Jacobson's character, it looks like from what we saw, she might be discovering some things about herself.
Correct.
So they've made a gay league of their own. And it's fun. You know, it's always weird. I feel like when you see things like this, like a TV show, but you're watching it at some weird, we're in a theater and it's an event and it's on a big screen. We saw the first 2 episodes and I wonder how it's interesting to watch it like on a small screen, but it was good. It was very, it was fun to watch. Nick Offerman is in it. D'Arcy Carden, I guess that's how you're saying your name. It looks like a fun cast, and Rosie O'Donnell eventually shows up with a bit part. I don't know how big her part's going to be, but she was the moderator of this. Right.
So we didn't see her character in the 2 episodes that we saw, but
I think she owns a bar or something.
Yeah, that sounds right.
In the show.
So when we wanted to get there early because we were afraid we weren't going to get seats.
Oh, so we got there early.
We got there really early, and they were still like setting up.
Yeah, because Outfest, for those of you that don't know, that aren't from LA, is LA's big queer film festival. So it's like a week-long event, and they have a bunch of different stuff going on.
Yeah. So we got there early. We were probably the first people there. And
let's do it.
They're like, I don't know, go wait over there or something. So we're kind of walking around the lobby, and then we see, oh, there's a bar. Let's go to the bar. So we went to the bar.
We're good.
We sat down, had some drinks, talked to some people, said hello. Actually, as you would imagine, ran into some other lesbians, of course,
there.
That we knew. So that was fun. And yeah, I watched the show, and then the panel was really great. Of course, I think the star of the panel, Wendy, you would agree, was one of the actual players from the All-Women's Baseball League. Her name is Maybelle Blair. She's 98? No, 95.
95.
What?
And she walks with a cane. It's a baseball bat cane. And she recently came out. She came out of the closet.
Wow.
And I think it was at another screening. And she is just a delight. She was so fun. Everything that came out of her mouth was hilarious. You know, if you look her up, she's got this huge shock white, huge hair, big old sunglasses. She's a character, and she's involved in the show. She's, you know, she basically said like there was a lot of gay stuff going on, but for whatever reason, you know, Penny Marshall, when she made the movie, she kind of wanted to shy away from that. And Rosie even, you know, told some stories saying like, you know, she would deliver a line, and Penny would be like, "Oh, Rosie, it's too gay. Why are you making it so gay?" She's like, "I'm just talking. It's just my line. That's all I'm doing."
Yeah, right.
So this is like, it feels like this is more accurate to the experience of some of the women in the league. So it is pretty good. It's a really good show. Really excited for people to see it, and I can't wait to see what happens in the 3rd episode. So but you know, we're already kind of
August 12th.
Yeah,
comes out.
Waiting for the next episodes to drop, but it's really good. I think everybody's going to really like it. If you love the movie, you're going to like the show. A lot of like cool callbacks,
yes,
fun moments that you'll recognize, but done in their own way, and it's going to be fun. It's a good show.
They kind of have similar. There were a couple of characters that reminded me of Rosie and Madonna in the original, like not exact replicas of their characters, but definitely has that feel. Nick Offerman as the coach seems like not it kind of like Tom Hanks's character was a little bit at the beginning, maybe not the drunk, at least not that we've seen, because he was kind of all like drinking and stuff. Maybe not going that route. You have the same sort of executive types over the league, like doesn't it gonna work? They need to show more leg, you know, that kind of thing.
Need to not be so gay.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Stop kissing each other.
It's it looks like it'll be a fun thing to see, and the cast, it's so funny because, you know, when they first started advertising the show, it looked weird. Like, I don't know these people. Like, you'd see the posters and the pictures. But now that I've seen an episode, I'm like, okay, you know, now I recognize them and I know their characters and it looks fun. And And I also love, what's her name? Oh God, I'm going to mess this up. So one of the main characters, Shantae Adams, plays her, but her friend is played by, oh my God. The first 2 letters are GB. How do you say that? Impsola Ikumilo. Okay, I butchered that. Let me just say, she was hysterical. I think she's also a writer. I don't know if on the show or not. She
is
just
a
think
writer
of
on the show.
a young Octavia Spencer is who I kept seeing during her park. She kind of looked like her. She reminded me of her. She was like that kind of character. She was hysterical, and I really love. That's a
British.
Yes, and British, even though of course there's no accent.
But you would not know that.
She is a writer. She is a staff writer on the show as well.
Yeah.
So
nice.
But yeah, she was great. I mean, it was a fun cast. It's like the people that end up on the team that we're going to follow. They seem like they're going to be a fun group, fun mix of characters. So,
well, this is Tara. I did not make the showing. These 2 didn't invite me.
That is not true. 100% a lie.
All right. That was, I admit it. I had a ticket and I had to drive down to San Diego that day to pick up my guest passes for Comic-Con. That when I got the guest passes, I did not know was a thing I had to do. So I hit some traffic on the way back and just didn't work out. So, but later that week, I went back to San Diego with Wendy and we went to Comic-Con.
We sure did.
Yeah, it was the big one.
The big Comic-Con.
The mothership, I like to say.
And it feels like attendance was a little down this year, but it didn't really feel like it. I mean, maybe it's like it, but it was still as crowded as ever.
It didn't feel like it, I see.
Yeah. I mean, they were saying that it was down. I mean, understandably, first year back in 2 years from COVID. I mean, they had the whole Thanksgiving version, but it wasn't Comic-Con.
No.
So yeah, I mean, you could maybe put your arms out like a half inch wider when you're walking on the convention floor. Like that's kind of how it was, it wasn't like, wow, look at, there's no lines. Just walk right into Hall 8.
There's still lines everywhere.
Hell no. Yeah. I still waiting to get into everything. But yeah, it was fun. We ended up getting a really nice room in the Hyatt. Hotel makes a big difference. If you ever go to Comic-Con, you have to plan way far in advance and hope for the best on some of it. But when you can get a hotel that's right there, it makes all the difference. Big difference. So, we're able to get into a couple panels. And again, if you've been to Comic-Con, a lot of the panels you cannot just walk into, especially for the bigger shows. So we kind of made it a thing on Saturday was going to be our panel day. So we spent the first part of the morning waiting to get into ballroom 20. We're able to just walk in the morning because we went early. Then we stayed there through all the other panels to wait for the Orville panel.
Nice.
Just later in the day. So we kind of crowd hopped in between each panel. We ended up getting right in the front. And that was really fun. Got to see a little preview for the episode that actually aired last night. That was good. Seth MacFarlane wasn't there. He was on the video screen though, which is kind of a bummer, but he was filming something
interesting.
But the main parts of the rest of the cast, Adrian Palicki was not there. Also kind of bummed about that. But still fun. Still a fun panel. By the way, last night's episode of the Orville made me very upset.
Oh, no.
It was really good, but very upsetting. Such a good show. Got to renew it. Come on, people, watch it. Watch it on Hulu. So good. And then Wendy, was watching monitoring because what you can do is you can look. There's a couple Twitter accounts, unofficial San Diego Comic-Con blog, and then also the Hall H line has its own Twitter account.
Amazing.
I would actually just type in hashtag Indigo, whatever. And it was how long's the line? Or people would be you can just walk in,
That's
so
cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we're able to rush over from ballroom 20 on one side of the convention center. And if you've been to this convention center, it's long. It's like a quarter mile, 0.3 mile from one end to the other.
That's great.
Quite substantial, very long. It's all along the bay there, or whatever that is. And so we went from there all the way to the other side at the Hilton. And we made it. We did. We just got to go in, and then it filled up a lot after we got in there for the Resident Alien panel.
Oh.
Resident Alien.
Okay.
So that's on Sci-Fi, and I know.
Did you boo them?
No, I'm not going to fucking boo them, Kat. I'm not. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of it. I'm going to say it. it's not their fault that sci-fi is a bunch of assholes because the show is really good. One of my favorite actresses I've come to really enjoy, and I really hope we can get her on the show, Sarah Tomko.
Let's get her.
She's an Indigenous person. She's on the show. The show has some really great female characters. I mean, Alan Tudyk, who I love. It's not their fault that sci-fi is a bunch of dicks and canceled Winona. That is their own dickish move. And I know Resident Alien, you got a cis white male on there, and they cancel Winona. I understand that, and I'm not happy about it either. But I'm not going to take away from it's a really great show that I really enjoy, and I really love the female characters and the representation on the show. I'm not afraid to say it. Anyway, that panel was great. You can really tell the cast, it's a very diverse cast. And you can tell they really enjoy each other and really have a lot of fun. And I mean, we sat through a day full of panels, you know. And when you get to a panel with a show where you can tell the cast, I mean, even the Orville, it was fine. It was okay. You know, it was fun. When you get to a show, you know, like Winona, where you can tell that the cast really just likes each other and has a really fun time. I mean, it just makes, I mean, people, that was the one panel that we saw that day where people at the end were just like standing up and cheering and wanting to go to the front. I mean, they were like interacting with the crowd. They were just, you could tell they're just like so excited to be there and so thankful for people being there and supporting them. So, you know, I know it's hard not to you know, to not hold a grudge, but I think it's unfortunate timing for them because honestly, that, I mean, it's after they canceled Winona, I mean, this is like the one thing that they have now. Right. So, I mean,
well,
it's
Surreal Estate's
ridiculous. Well, okay. Well, Surreal Estate didn't have a panel with people, you know, cheering at the end. So, you know, I give it a chance, give it a few episodes. There's really some great female characters, female friendships. And it, you know, has a really great representation of Indigenous people. Right. And, you know, it's diverse. I like it a lot. It's really funny.
So you didn't boo.
To be clear, I did not boo. I did not boo.
Just kidding. You've definitely given me something to think about.
You know, life is too short to place blame where it's not due, and it's not due on the cast of Resident Alien. You want to fucking hate those assholes at Sci-Fi? Fine, I do too. But there's plenty of good people on that show that deserve to be supported.
I will give it a shot.
I've started watching it just from the panel. I mean, Tara always tells me to watch it, but they were fun. The panel was fun. Great. It was like a fun show to see.
Yeah. People are still watching Surreal Estate with cis white male Tim on it.
That's true.
Directed with some episodes directed by Melanie. So
that's right.
Come on. Support the right people. Okay.
Fair enough.
Rant over.
I am ranting. I get it. I get why you're upset. And then like the timing of it was horrible too. You know,
it was bad timing.
You start this show with, you know, cis white male, and then you fucking go back negate. I mean, you go back and listen to my rants about how dirty they did Winona. You know, and the timing really did a disservice to that.
It's true.
Well.
I agree.
So, yeah. Surreal Estate's coming back. So if you're watching that one, let yourself give Resident Alien a shot.
Fair enough.
You're not, you know, you're not hurting Winona. I don't think that I'm hurting Winona. You know.
They could have them both if they want.
I agree.
That's right.
I'm sorry.
There's room for both. Yeah. Rant over.
Rant over. So before you guys left, Terry, you had said that when you were certain that it was going to be the San Diego Comic-Con this year was going to be the highlight of your life. I wrote it down because it was such a strong statement. Do you still feel that same way?
You know, I'm going to say,
please don't.
No.
Okay.
Great.
I might have overrated it. but
Well,
it
when
was
you're-
really fun.
When you're
And Sarah
excited about
Tomko,
something.
Sarah Tomko did like my tweet, so we'll see.
Oh, that's huge.
And I did enjoy it. It was a different experience because it did have a different energy, a lower energy to it, just the convention in general. But it was fun. The highlight for me of the convention, other than the Resident Alien panel, that I will not apologize for, was the pirate ship. There was a
Yes.
pirate
Oh, that
ship.
was fun.
I got this photo.
Yeah. And so it's before we went to wait for the Orville panel. It was like 9:30 or something in the morning. Wendy and I are walking. We, like behind the convention center, we'd had our buffet at the Hyatt, and we walked out, and we're like, oh, let's walk by the water. Thank God we did. Because we're walking, and we're like, whoa, look at that really cool ship. It's like a legit pirate ship parked in the water, whatever they, and there was like this guy like, hey, you want to come over? And I forget what was the name of the beer. Oh, I've had it. Voodoo Ranger. I love the beer. But they basically were sponsoring this pirate ship. So like on the sails was like a big Voodoo Ranger. And it makes sense because it's like a skull, right?
Right. Very cool.
So it's very piratey. But they, left its uniqueness and pirateness there. It wasn't completely covered in advertising for them. And he was like, oh, you guys want to come on the boat? And there was no line. It was just like basically like a thing that you walk, and then you have to, it's like a, they've laid out the, whatever you call it, stairs and stuff.
The gangway.
The gang, yes. So, and we're like, well, what is this? And he's like, oh, you just can go on this ship. And because it kind of had like a booth for their beer out, like off to the side. He's like, oh, you just go on the ship, and we've got like there's beer in there, and it's free. We just encourage you, like, hey, if you wouldn't mind, just like buying like
the beer wasn't free.
The beer was not free. Like, right, you can go on the ship and just hang out, but like while you're there, if you if you want, you can buy a beer, or you could have like buy a canned water,
liquid death water.
Liquid death water. That's what we call it.
Something like that.
So we went on there. And it was fabulous. They had the ropes. It was like full pirate ship.
That's awesome.
And like you're there, and the crowd, there was no line. And we're like, has it been busy? And they're like, oh yeah. Like later in the day, there's a line all the way down. You can't get in. But since it was 10 in the morning, I was like, cheers. Let's do this. So I got a beer. Wendy got a liquid death water.
I wasn't ready for the beer yet.
Yeah, I was on a pirate ship. So, I got a light IPA, like a session IPA. It's delicious. It's called 1985. So then we just we got to walk up, and we stood on the bow area.
So cool.
And I mean, it's just amazing. And you look up and how high, if you were like the guy in the lookout thing, feel sorry for you. The sails were down. It was beautiful. Just so cool. And you could just walk all around. And then they just had this little tiny bar area in the back where you could go get you a beer.
I love it.
Yeah. So we sent you a picture from the deck.
Pretty great.
Well, we were swashbuckling.
I got
at 10 in the morning.
10 a.m. Drinking on a pirate ship at 10 a.m. So jealous. I probably wouldn't have left the pirate ship. That would probably be the highlight for me. If I'd gone, I would have been.
It was kind of a highlight.
Awesome.
It really was.
It was. Nice. And it was hard to leave because we were like, shit, we got to get there early to get, for our 3 p.m. panel. We had to get there. Yeah, we spent a little time there, and it was so fun because you're on this pirate ship floating around, and you're like on the ship sipping your beer, and there's the whole way along the back of Comic-Con, there's already just lines. There's lines and lines. So you're just sitting there on your ship, watching all these lines walk by. And then you got people coming in on all their, cosplay, all their costumes and stuff. And so cool. I'm like, oh, look, there's Korra from Legend of Korra. Okay, cool. She's on the pirate ship. Like, there's a guy in like a dinosaur costume. Amazing. Cool. I mean, that's the kind of pirate ship I want to be on. So it's a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
But I mean, by the time we walked by later, there's definitely a line, and and who by that point later in the day when you're drinking, who's going to want to leave that pirate ship? Because there was a very limited number of people.
The line was building as
right.
We were. By the time we left, there was already a line built.
Because you got to wait for a few people to leave till you can go in. And I mean, I wouldn't want to sink the boat. I don't know if they cap off like your time at some point, but. It was chill while we were there. It was chill on that boat. Mm.
Well, that is awesome. It sounds like a great weekend. And yeah, that's great. Nice job, guys.
Good time.
Thanks.
Well done.
You worked hard.
You did. You did.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, why don't you check us out on our Twitter at Snot Podcast with 1D.
Or Facebook and Instagram at She Nerds Out Podcast.
You can send us an email at shenerds@gmail.com or go to shenerdsOut.com for your one-stop snopping.
Well done. All right. Later. Till next week. She Nerds Out.
Out.
She nerds out. We're girls that like nerdy